If you're in the mood to feel strong and limber, I've got a yoga flow for you. Dr. Marcia here, your friendly neighborhood physical therapist, certified yoga teacher, and author of Movement for Everybody. Today we'll be working on a nice yoga flow with full body, kind of more spine and hips focus, and we will be going up and down. If you're not familiar with my work on my channel, if you're not with the getting up and down from the floor, you're not in the mood for the rigmarole, you don't have to be. There are other playlists organized by floor only, chair only, standing only. This flow, however, will have the up and downs. So we'll be standing, we go down, down dog, on the floor, lunge, get up, that sort of thing, okay? All right, if you're still here, you're still with me, props that you may need, have it nearby just in case. Pillows, soft things, blankets, hard supportive things, blocks, step stool, or a chair. Now, if you have a chair, you do need to be able to like pick it up and move it around because this is a dynamic practice. So if you're unable to do that, maybe stick with something smaller like blocks or a step stool. All right, let's get started. Let's begin standing in mountain pose Tadasana. Feet are whatever distance is comfortable. They could be hip, they could be close together. I want you to roll your shoulders up, back, and down. I want you to try to find a neutral pelvis and squeeze those shoulder blades open. Squeeze those hands open, looking straight ahead. And let's take a couple of breaths to make sure we are at home in our bodies before we move it. So we're gonna go in through the nose, out, open mouth. In through the nose, if you can. Out, open mouth. Last one, in through the nose. Keep your mouth closed with the same idea. Now you know how to do our ocean breath, our Ujjayi breath. We're going to try and keep that throughout the practice. If you find that you lose the breath, I'm gonna need you to take a step back, babes. Whatever position you're in, you're doing too much. Alrighty, so we're breathing. Next, inhale, shrug the shoulders up, or maybe lift the arms up, and exhale, drop them. Let's do it again. Inhale, shrug up, maybe you lift up, exhale, drop them. Let's get into the neck. Inhale, circle around. You could skip going backwards if that's uncomfortable, like that's fine. Let's switch directions. Nice. Inhale, shrug shoulders up, or maybe lift up. Twist to the right, skip twist if twist is not for you. Exhale, keep the arms up, or if your arms are down, maybe you go right hand to right hip, left hand somewhere in the front. We breathe. Inhale. On the exhale, return. We're gonna do the same thing through the other side. So maybe inhale, lift arms up, or inhale, shrug. Exhale, twist. Maybe you lower the hands. Maybe they're still up. You do you. We're breathing here. Inhale. Exhale, back to center. Let's do some standing cat and cows. You can make it as small or as dramatic as you'd like. And if you're feeling unsteady or uncomfortable and you had a narrow width in your Tadasana, go ahead and widen it out. Okay, the only thing is whether you're going big and dramatic or small and controlled, we still move with the breath. So we're gonna inhale, arch, maybe look up, exhale, curl. Let's do two more. Inhale, arch. Hands could be wherever. Exhale, curl. One more. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curl. Nice. Your feet can be hip width, whatever is comfortable distance. Let's go ahead and breathe in. Shrug, maybe lift the arms. And then let's exhale. See if you can keep a flat back. Bend the knees if you need to. Down towards the floor. Maybe you rest on your shins. Maybe you rest on your blocks. Maybe you rest on the floor. Whatever is comfortable, because we're going to hang out for a breath or two. Maybe you're feeling that in your hamstrings. Let's get ready to add something to it. Another breath. Nice. Inhale, let yourself hang and relax if you weren't already. Exhale. Now inhale, I want you to try and roll yourself up piece by piece of your spine. If your hands have to support you, that's fine. We're rolling up. Keep breathing. Slowly, slowly stacking those bones. Reeling up a fishing rod. You get towards the top, roll the shoulders back, lift the head. Nicely done. Breathing in and out wherever you are. If you're going slower than me, good for you. Go for it. Okay. All right. Let's try that one more time. Breathing in, shrug. Maybe you lift the arms up, flat back, down. Now, whether you're using blocks or you've got your chair that your hands are on, I want you to put weight through those wrists because we are also getting our wrists ready for something later. So go ahead and put those weights through those wrists. Go ahead and now lower, hang down wherever you are. Remember, knees can be bent if you need to. Open up the legs if belly and bosom's in the way. A breath to get ready. And let's inhale, slowly coming up. And keep breathing. I feel like I went way too fast on the second one. A breath at the top if you're here with me. Wherever you are, let's make sure our legs are under our hips. We're going to breathe in. Exhale, lower halfway. Maybe your hands are on your thighs. That's fine. Maybe the knees are bent. Looking up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to floor or block or chair. Move them forward. We're in our down dog. Again, knees can be bent. Heels could be off the ground. Don't care. Try to find a position that is comfortable. Hands are actively pushing away, pushing my butt to the ceiling. 2 breaths here. If you want to wiggle around, go ahead. Another breath. Nicely done. Go ahead and open up the legs a little more and point the toes out at an angle. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to scoop back to a squat malasana. So squatting can be in that chair if you have that chair. It could be on blocks, or maybe you don't need support under your bottom and you just roll up your mat because your heels are tight. That's fine too. But we're in a comfortable squat. Even though I'm using something to support me, that doesn't make it any less active. I'm pushing down and out. 2 breaths here. Now, if you're feeling like you have enough space to move around in it, let's give this a try. We're going to breathe in. Exhale, twist right. Arms can push or reach, whatever you'd like. Take a breath. Inhale, get a little taller. Exhale, back to center. Let's try the other side. Inhale. Exhale, turn to the left. Hands doing whatever feels good for a breath. Inhale, get a little taller. Exhale, back to center. Nice. Let's do straight ahead if it feels good. So breathing in. Maybe you're lifting the arms a little ahead, maybe overhead, or maybe you're just opening up and resting on your knees, squeezing your shoulder blades back for a breath. In and out. Nicely done. If you inhale, get a little taller. Exhale, reaching forward. It doesn't have to look pretty, like this is not a pretty contest. Get your hands back on the floor or your blocks for your down dog. However you get there, give you a second wherever you are. We're going to hang out for 3 breaths. Maybe you want to roll your ankles out. Maybe you want to pick a leg up. Maybe you just want to shake your head side to side or up and down. Whatever feels good in this moment, go for it. Let's say 1 more breath. Nicely done. Inhale, scoot your weight forward. You might have to move your feet around. That's okay. Now we're in a plank. Knees can be down. Go ahead and exhale. And then lower yourself down slowly if you can. Down to your belly. Elbows at your sides, maybe in line with your nips. Maybe a little ahead. If you want a baby or back bend, we're going to get into cobra in a second. Rest your head down. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Push into the ground. Exhale. Lift your head up and your chest up. Baby cobra. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more. If you want to go straight arms, go forward or don't. Breathing in. Exhale. Peeling up. Take a breath. Exhale, lower down. Nicely done. Inhale. Move your hands, widen the knees, feet together if you want to. Push the hips back. Child's pose. Let's take a breath for a second. Now, keeping in mind for child's pose, if a deep knee bend is not your friend, that's okay. You don't have to go back there. You could put the soft things in between your knees, under your knees, or in between your legs for a little less pressure. Whatever feels good in your child's pose. You want to get your head down. You feel like resting on your elbows instead. Whatever. Let's take a couple breaths here. One more breath. Nicely done. Let's inhale to hands and knees. Now we will be working a sequence on knees for a bit. If you know the floor is not your friend, go ahead and soften that floor. Put some soft things under your knees, okay? So let's even out with a couple cat and cows while we're here. Inhale, arch. Maybe you look up or forward. Exhale, curl. Two more. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curl. One more. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curl. And relax. Now, of course, if the floor isn't the friend with your wrist, you don't have to be on hands. You could be on elbows, the chair, the stool, or stack some blocks, and that'll come in handy. Alrighty? So we're going to breathe in. Get nice and tall. We're going to exhale, straighten the right leg back so it's in line with your other leg, and peel the right hand up. Now, if this is already a hard balancing position, put that chair in front of you, and I put a hand down, or maybe you could put a block down, or if you happen to be by a wall, you can reach back for the wall. Trying to do something that's in your reach so that you're not coming out of the position to balance. All right, so we're here in this modified side plank. Let's go ahead and breathe for a little bit, get comfortable. Again, you can have a bent arm leaning on something. It doesn't have to be straight. Just try to keep it below the shoulder. So let's breathe in and out. In. Maybe we explore lifting the top leg. Oh, I almost kicked my plant. Maybe I shouldn't explore it. Okay, exhale to lower. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to switch something up in a second. Next, inhale, get a little taller. Turn that bottom knee forward. Get a little taller. Maybe your hand reaches up. Boom, now we're standing on this knee. We're in gate pose. Exhale. Inhale, shrug shoulders up. Maybe you reach up. Exhale, lower towards the straight leg. Maybe your hand's resting on it. Maybe one is up. Maybe you're here. Don't care. 2 breaths. In and out. In and out. Inhale, come back. Exhale, hands or elbow back down. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, right hand back down. Get yourself back to those hands and knees. I'm gonna spin around so I stay facing you because I feel like that'd be rude, but you're not spinning around, okay? All right, so we're here, breathing in and out. Let's inhale, exhale, left leg is straightening in line with the bottom leg. Left hand is peeling off the mat, maybe onto a balancing support situation. That's okay. Breathing, exhaling, inhaling, maybe exploring lifting top leg, maybe exploring balancing, up to you. We have a couple of breaths to play around here. Next inhale, get a little taller. Twist that bottom leg. Exhale yourself up into gate pose. Try not to kick your curtains. Okay, we're here. Take a breath, find your balance and alignment. Okay, lovely. Inhale, shrug. Maybe we lift up. Exhale, lean towards that straight leg. Arms can do whatever you like. Let's take a breath in and out. In and out. Inhale, back straight up. Exhale. Right hand, left hand, back to hands and knees. Don't fight with your curtains like me. Okay. Here we are. Lovely. Let's inhale and exhale back to our down dog. Let's take a few breaths. So you have room to play. Maybe pedal the feet. Maybe you'll rock a little bit. Maybe you lift to three-legged dog. Remembering that hands can be on blocks, chair, step stool. Maybe you shake your head yes and no. Loosen up a bit. Wherever you are, see if you could walk the hands up towards, walk the feet up towards the hands. Wow. And now we're going to forward fold. Let's inhale and arch and look up. Exhale, deepen that fold. Knees can be bent. Grab that chair or the stool if you need to. Or if you feel pretty comfortable in your forward fold, maybe hug the elbows. Maybe sway a little bit. We're going to do 2 more breaths here. Widen the stance if your belly and bosom's in the way. Nicely done. Breathing in and exhale. We're going to do that slow rise again, piece by piece. And open up into your mountain pose, palms forward, shoulders squeezing, lower abs engaged, legs squeezing straight, breathing in and out. Nicely done. Let's lower down. We're going to do child's pose and then Savasana, okay? Breathing in and out. Inhale, maybe you shrug, maybe you lift up. Exhale, lower down. Hands, I'm turning because I don't know, I just feel like this is the right way to be. Anyways, hands down to down dog, breathing in and out. In and out, knees down, hips back, child's pose. Maybe you walk your arms over to the right and get a little stretch in your side body for a breath in and out. Maybe you walk to the left, stretch that other side body for a breath in and out. Wherever you are, let's come back to center, sit on our butts. And so for Savasana corpse pose, we lay out flat on our backs, or you can elevate the legs. If you'd had a chair this whole time, I had a chair this whole time, go ahead and grab it. If you want to elevate your legs, you can rest them on said chair. If you are uncomfortable flat on your back, that's what your soft things are for. Get that pillow, put something under you. Alrighty, so this is the moment where we just rest. Check in with your body, top to bottom, see how you're feeling, make sure you're comfortable. And at this point, go ahead and let go of that controlled Ocean Ujjayi breath and just be. Okay, let's give it a minute here. Sensational. Wherever you are, if you close your eyes, you can open them. Maybe give a good stretch. If you're feeling it. Maybe give yourself to do any last minute stretch that your body is calling for. Whatever it is, go for it. We're going to take our times getting up because we're not in a rush. Our body deserves this time. Thank you, body, and you're welcome, body, okay? Alrighty. Got your last minute wiggles and stretches out. Go ahead when you're ready. Roll onto your side and come on up. Ooh, there's this loose hair in my way. I'm under attack. Okay, and that was that. Hopefully you enjoyed this full body, but kind of hips, core, spine focused flow. Let me know what your favorite move was. Let me know what was surprisingly a struggle and surprisingly easy. I always love hearing those kind of things. And of course, so I know you like this video, you gotta hit the buttons, okay? Hit the buttons, leave some words, all right? Love you, bye.